Hey guys, so I saw a video the other day from one beauty addict, and I think it's just me, Hunter, did the same video where they talked about products that they are no longer buying, or that they realize that they don't like, or that they don't really need to buy any more of them. And I figured that since I'm on a no buy, this would be the perfect kind of video for me to make. I will have both of those videos listed in the description bar below. I know Hunter recently had an incident where her entire channel was deleted and she had thousands of subscribers and she has to rebuild from scratch. So if you would like to go subscribe to her, I'm sure she would really appreciate it. I just wanted to give her a little shout out in this video. She will be linked in the description. So I'm not saying that I will never buy any of these things ever again, but these are definitely things that I don't need to purchase as much of. There are some products on this list that I definitely will try to never purchase again. The first one being lip gloss. I'm not a lip gloss kind of person. I personally prefer the look and feel of matte lips, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do want a glossier kind of lip when I'm going for like a more natural nude-ish type of makeup look. But I feel like lip gloss just messes with the formula of the lipstick, and I like my lipstick to be as long wearing as possible, and even if you put a lip gloss on top of a liquid lipstick, it removes the liquid lipstick faster, and I don't like it. I don't like the tacky feel of it on my lips. It's just very uncomfortable to me. I know a lot of people feel uncomfortable with matte lipstick, and personally, I think most matte lipsticks are comfortable, so that's just me. The next thing on this list is neutral palettes. And again, I'm not saying I will never purchase another neutral palette in my life, but I feel like all that is coming out lately is warm neutrals, and as much as I love those kind of colors, we all have them. We all have the brown shadows, we all have the pink shadows, the taupes, the bronzes, we all have them. Unless you're like a super beginner in makeup and have barely any eyeshadow, then I would say yeah, you probably could benefit from buying a few neutral palettes. But if you're like me and you've been wearing makeup for a while, you probably have every new neutral palette that's coming out like 10 times over. Lately I just find that I'm not really tempted to purchase a palette unless it's got pops of color in them. I'm very drawn to more colorful palettes recently, and I was never like that before because eyeshadow kind of intimidated me. And I'm not saying that I'm like a pro at applying eyeshadow now, because I definitely still have things to improve and learn, but I'm a lot more comfortable with eyeshadow now, so colorful eyeshadows is where my temptation lies. The next product is cream blush. I don't use cream products. I don't like them. The only cream product I will use is cream highlighter, because I don't use those every day because I usually forget, but I do use those more often than I would use any other cream product. And I don't feel comfortable having a ton of creams in my collection because those go bad super fast. And I have oily skin, so I like to use powder products anyway. Number 4 is eyeliner pencils. I really don't need any. I have some, I have more than what I need, but I don't reach for them. If I need eyeliner, I will use my gel liner, or I will use a black or a dark brown eyeshadow. Even my colorful eyeliners, I don't reach for as much as I should. I do have some of the pencil liners from ColourPop and some of the more colorful greens and stuff like that, and I never use them, even though they are beautiful. I don't reach for them, so I don't need to be buying more of them. Number 5 is single shadows that aren't magnetic, or something that you can't put in a magnetic palette, because I hate the bulky packaging. Like the ColourPop Super Shock shadows, I love the formula, but I don't think I'll be buying many of them in the future, because I like to have my shadows in one place, and I feel like I can't organize single shadows that come in that big bulky packaging because I don't have the space for it. I would much rather just buy a single shadow that I can pop into a magnetic palette and be done with it. Number 6 is black eyeshadow, and I don't ever usually buy black eyeshadow singles, but I just don't need any black eyeshadow. I have some in palettes. I have one single from Wet n Wild, and I do use them, but I use them as eyeliners. I'm too afraid to use black eyeshadow on my actual eyes, so there's just no reason for me to own any more black shadow. Number 7 is cream eyeshadow. I'm not saying I will never purchase another cream eyeshadow again, but I definitely don't need more of them right now. First of all, they take forever to get through. Like, I've been panning my Bad to the Bronze from Maybelline for almost 2 years now, and it's not gone. They just take forever, and they go bad pretty fast, and they dry up. The only reason why this one isn't totally dry is because I put in Gliduraline in this. I've mixed it up a little bit so that it could maintain like its tackiness and its moisture. But yeah, I really don't need to be buying any more of these. I know a lot of people like the MAC Paint Pot and like Painterly and Soft Ochre for eyeshadow primers, and that's great. But I personally don't use eyeshadow primer either, so I have like no excuse to buy them really. The next thing I don't need to be buying anything of is lip liners. I don't really feel like you need to have a ton of them. Personally, I feel like you need maybe 1 or 2 vampy lip liners for those dark lipsticks. Maybe 1 or 2 of those brighter lip liners for like your vibrant spring and summer colors, and maybe 2 or 3 nude lip liners. For me, that's personally what I feel I need to have. I don't need to have like an exorbitant amount. You could even purchase 1 clear lip liner and be good to go for all of your lipsticks. I did used to have a clear lip liner from CoverGirl, but I don't know where that went, so I have to look for that. That just reminded me of that. The next thing I don't need to be buying is false lashes. You guys know I don't usually wear false lashes anyway because I find them really hard to apply, but I was blessed with fairly lengthy eyelashes. The only thing I really care about is volume. So in my day-to-day life, I don't really need to be wearing falsies. I do feel like sometimes I do a look and like the look could benefit from false lashes, but I have a few pairs. I need to practice with them, and honestly, I don't feel like I need to buy any more of them. The last thing is pink highlighters. I just don't like them. I feel like they look really ashy on my skin. I feel like pink on my skin in terms of highlighters almost make me look kind of sick, if that makes any sense at all. I just feel like the pink highlighter on my skin doesn't mesh well with my skin tone, which makes no sense because I love pink blushes, but pink highlighters just don't look good on me, in my opinion. I've only purchased like 1 pink toned highlighter in my life, and it was from Wet n Wild, and I did not like it. I decluttered it. The Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch highlighter has some pink running through it, but it's also got the gold and the bronze as well, so mixed together it doesn't look as bad. It actually looks pretty good. But pink highlighters by themselves just are not my thing. I've got a pink one in the Carly Bible palette, and I use it sometimes, but I have to mix it in with the other more gold highlighters in that palette to make it work for me. So yeah, those are the products that I am no longer buying, or going to try not to buy as much of in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do this video if you want to. It's not like a tag video. I'm not tagging anybody to do it, but I would love to see more people doing this. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!